CIL 650, in association with Tom Lucas Productions, presents Radio Real Estate.
Our house in the middle of our street.
And now, here are your hosts, Sherry Brown and Tom Lucas.
And good morning. Welcome to the very first open house of fall.
It's fall.
It's the first weekend of fall.
I've seen those leaves on the ground.
Have you?
I have.
Have you got a rake?
No,
Not
but
yet. No.
I've heard the leaf blowers out there.
The leaves of brown came tumbling down September.
That's right.
And it's almost October.
Wow,
Go figure. Yeah.
I never heard that one before.
Sounds like Billy Mack is back.
I'm back.
How was San Francisco?
Oh, summer of love.
No,
Summer of love.
That was 1967. That was a long time ago. Or did you have a different experience down there?
No, that was good. It was gorgeous.
Your wife
wasn't it?
didn't go with you, though, did she?
We thought you were down
I
there
don't
for
know.
business, Bill.
It was strictly business.
Was it really?
Strictly.
The summer of love, huh?
It was
And you followed directions to a T. God bless you, my friend. You brought back chocolate from Giardardi. What is it?
Ghirardelli.
Ghirardelli.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got my
I
big bag of chocolates.
Almost
next
had
to
to
me.
buy another suitcase again to bring the chocolates back.
I'll be heading home to the freezer after the show and sticking them in there.
Well, the customs guy says, so what's all this chocolate stuff? I said, well, I do a radio show, and these
They like
partners
chocolate.
plus the producer said, if I don't bring any chocolates back, I don't get in the door.
So there you be.
That's right. So
So how
Thank
did
you,
get
Bill.
Yeah.
Oh, you're more
So we're
welcome.
glad you're back. Safe
fun
and
to
sound.
do.
Yeah. And you know
What a gorgeous place, though. It's huge.
What,
Chocolate
the chocolate place?
everywhere. Yeah.
Oh. Is that what you went down there for? Was the chocolate?
I love chocolate.
1 minute after 10, it's Radio Real Estate. Bill Macklem is back. As you can tell, he is still president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Nothing happened to that aspect while you were
I'm
gone.
just wondering. I'm glad you said that.
No,
I
we'll
wasn't
find out.
really sure.
All right, and you've got the weekly mortgage update in just a few minutes?
Absolutely.
Okay.
And Bill will also answer your mortgage question of the week.
Absolutely. Not a problem. Later in the show, we're going to talk about interest rates. Sherry and I were talking earlier before the show began that, there's a bit of confusion on rates. And, we have this person offering this rate. We have this bank offering that rate. And, gee, we hear that the rates are going to go up. Well, we've been hearing that since 2009. So we're going to have a little chat about interest rates and what you should expect.
We'll have a heated conversation.
Exactly, because it's chilly in here.
And Finn Jensen, our Radio Real Estate handyman, says fall is here. It really is. And it's time to look at our homes.
We'll also be chatting with our very special guest this morning on the program, Mark Perry. Mark is the voice of the Valley, and he'll be bringing us up to date what's going on in Chilliwack and the surrounding area, so looking forward to that. Lots of things going on out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't there a song like that, Voice of the Valley? Or is
No, I think that was
Home in the Valley.
I think that was a religious radio show somewhere years ago. Yeah,
And Andrea Jacques of Keller Williams Elite Realty is away this weekend.
she is. She's with her mom. She's celebrating Mom's birthday.
Aw,
Isn't
that's
that
so
nice?
nice.
So happy birthday, Mrs. Jacques.
Yes.
Or Jacques, as you like to say.
Jacques,
Jacques,
yeah.
Jacques, yes. We'll also be giving you the opportunity to qualify to win a $2,400 garage floor makeover from Exelon Garage Flooring. We've been running this contest now for a few weeks. In a couple more weeks, we'll be having the boys down here,
Oh, excellent.
Gus and Blair, and we'll be making a draw from all of our qualifiers. And everybody that gets into the contest gets a $500 gift certificate, so that'll be fun, too.
Well, that's fantastic.
Yeah,
Because
so-
I thought by now this thing would have been awarded, but boy, the more people that kind of get their names in are going to win more $500 gift certificates.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's really interesting.
So we're going to do that a little later on in the program.
And David Kaplan, Vice President of Gold Team Management Services, will talk to us about some brand new accommodations on River Drive in Richmond. It's now 10:03, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy CIL 650.
And right now it's time to find out what the mortgage rates are all about. The current mortgage rates, here's Bill Macklem.
Thank you very much, Tom. Well, the rates are going static.
Oh, static.
They haven't really moved up or down. There's some pressure from some banks to move upwards, and there's some banks that have some pressure to move downwards. Bank of Montreal just moved theirs down last week. So best 5-year rate right now is about 2.84. That's with the no frills, no taste, no diet. This is one of those kind of special type rates. Probably I would think that you're looking at a 289 on an average to a 299 rate on an average on that particular one. On a variable rate, we're down as low as 2.35, and that hasn't changed. So there are some really good variable rate mortgages out there. So things are pretty constant.
Okay, interesting. So later on in the program, Bill will answer your mortgage question of the week. And we just want to tell you, if you do have a mortgage question, you can go to our website, which is RadioRealEstateShow.ca, RadioRealEstateShow.ca. And on the homepage there, you can leave a question for Bill, right?
Yes, you can.
You too can become the mortgage question of the week, and Bill will answer that question in just a few minutes. I'd like to remind you that you are listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy, CIL 650.
Hi, this is John Skender with the Skyway Development at 2699 Kingsway in the heart of Vancouver East. Our 12-story building is surrounded with a red brick exterior from top to bottom. We have hot water heat in all the units. We have extra large windows to show off those gorgeous views to the north and south. We also have transportation right outside our doorstep, which means Vancouver downtown is just 15 minutes away. For more information, visit skywaytower.com. That's skywaytower.com.
Hi, this is Gus from Exelon Garage Flooring. Are you tired of oily, dusty, stained garage floors? We have the fix. It's a glue-down tile system that we cover with our revolutionary sealer that nothing penetrates. Oil, gas, tranny fluid, or tire stains wipe right off with just a wet rag. Turn your garage into another livable room in your home. For more information, visit exelonflooring.com. That's EXCELON flooring.com.
Here's Dr. Jennifer Hermesman, General Dentist at Smile Solutions Dental Center.
When there's something wrong with your teeth or with your smile, it affects everything. It changes how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself, and even how others see you. You shouldn't have to feel embarrassed to smile. You shouldn't have to avoid certain foods when you eat. We have the technology and the training to fix those problems now, whether they are big or small. And that's what we do at Smile Solutions.
Book your free consultation at Smile Solutions Dental Center in White Rock, 778-294-1514, or visit SmileSolutionsDentalCenter.com.
Good morning, it's Tom Lucas along with David Kaplan, the Vice President of Gold Team Management Services. David, as usual, you have a wonderful pick of the week for us.
It's on River Drive in Richmond. This is a brand new building, stainless steel appliances, granite counters, hardwood floors. It has a spectacular view, and it's going for $1,395. It's a one-bedroom, one-bathroom, 620 square foot, one parking stall included.
Gold Team Management Services, the telephone number 604-273-6801, or go to the web, goldteam.ca.
Hi, it's Bill Macklem. In these busy and hectic times with family and business responsibilities, it is difficult to find the time to sit down with your mortgage broker and discuss all your mortgage options. I'm available to be with you at your place of work, your home, our office, or at a place convenient for you. Please give me a call at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663.
This is CISL Vancouver. Smooth and easy. CIL 650.
CIL 650.
It's 7 minutes after 10 o'clock on the Radio Real Estate Show. In the studio this morning, Bill and Sherry, and they're all taking selfies. We're going to see these on the website?
Maybe.
Maybe, all right.
Just never know.
website.
You just, A. We'll talk later.
Our question this week comes from Christina Wagner of Pitt Meadows. Christina would like to know how the mortgage default insurance premium is calculated.
That's a really good question. That's a question that a lot of people ask us. So the reason why you obtain CMHC insurance is that the lenders have to pay this in premium. And typically your lender will pass this cost on to you. What happens is that if you default on the mortgage, the lender has to obviously be paid, and that insurance pays that back. It's calculated on a percentage of the loan, and it's based on the size of your down payment. So the higher the percentage of the total house price or value, so it's really loan to value. So if you only have 5% down, your premium is going to be 3.15%. And people say, oh, that's so expensive. And you kind of go, okay, so it's over the 25 years of the mortgage. So it's not as if, that means a flat cost. It's not as if you're being charged it every month. And so its premium is spread over the entire life of the mortgage. So that's not a bad cost. As you put more money down, if you put down 10%, it's 2.4. Put down 15%, it's 1.8. If you put 20% down, there is no CMHC insurance premium. If you're self-employed and they do what you call stated income, because your notice of assessment from Revenue Canada is not showing the income that we need to qualify you for the mortgage, and there's a certain amount of common sense to what you're saying that you're making. For example, let's say that you're a hairdresser and you're saying you're making, let's just show you that you're making $30,000 a year, but we know that the company makes probably $150,000. So if we said that you made somewhere between 80 and 90, that's that would be what they would call reasonableness. So therefore they would accept that. We would do what they call state income. If you're a lettuce picker saying you're making $200,000 a year, there is no reasonableness to that. And so therefore they wouldn't allow that to happen. So there's a certain amount of common sense reasonableness to the CMHC insurance fees. So you have on the one side, you have residential people who are have income or are qualifying for the mortgage, and you have either 5, 10, 15% or 20% down. And on the other side, you're using CMHC to help those people that are self-employed that aren't showing quite enough income, and we can get them on what they call a state income program.
Okay, thank you, Bill. For more expert mortgage information, you can go online and visit billymac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, mac.com, or call Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
It's 10 after 10 on the Radio Real Estate Show. And our Tri-City specialist, Andrea Jock of Keller Williams Elite Realty, is away this weekend, but she's back on the show next weekend.
Whether you're buying or selling in the Tri-Cities, call Andrea Jock at 604-783-3124. That's 604-783-3124. Or visit pgmre.com.
Thank you, Sherry. In the next segment of our program, we'll discuss what's going on in the Fraser Valley, specifically Chilliwack and surrounding area, with the voice of the valley, Mark Perry.
This is Sherry Brown of RE/MAX Performance Realty with Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgage, our producer Dwayne Bishop, and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy CIL 650.
An ideal location, an ideal investment, the fastest growing city in BC. Over 1,000 homes have already sold in Surrey's largest community, and you can own your piece of this urban paradise with Park Avenue West. I'm Grant Murray of Concord Pacific, and I personally invite you to experience true resort lifestyle living. 250 homes under $250,000. Park Avenue West, across from Holland Park, Surrey. parkavenueliving.ca.
Hi, I'm Colin Johnston, VP at Home Equity Bank. As the provider of the Chip Home Income Plan, we are the leading provider of reverse mortgages in Canada. Access some of the equity in your home without affecting your children's inheritance. 94% of Canadians will be willing to give up a portion of their inheritance to maintain or improve their parents' lifestyle. If you could use some extra tax-free money to make the most of your retirement, it's worth talking to your children to see if they feel the same way. For more information about the Chip Home Income Plan from Home Equity Bank, call 604-484-6021. chip.ca.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan, Vice President of Gold Team Management Services, providing hassle-free rental management since 1979. Gold Team only deals with individually owned residential rental properties. We have trained staff on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our personal on-site inspections help minimize the chance of illegal tenant activity or property damage. In other words, we're specialists in managing your rental house, townhouse, or apartment. That's all we do. Call 604-273-6801 for your free rental evaluation or visit goldteam.ca.
Hi, this is Blair from Exelon Garage Flooring. Add value to your home by turning your garage into 400 square feet of usable space. We at Exelon Garage Flooring provide a turnkey solution to unsightly and damaged concrete. This is an easy-to-clean, one-time applied product and is the least expensive way to upgrade your home. For more information, visit excelonflooring.com. That's EXCELON flooring.com.
Hi, this is John Skender with the Skyway Development at 2699 Kingsway in the heart of Vancouver East. Our 12-story building is surrounded with a red brick exterior from top to bottom. We are in the middle of the Norquay Community Plan, which means shopping, restaurants, and coffee shops that are on their way. We also have transportation right outside our doorstep, which means Vancouver downtown is just 15 minutes away. For more information, visit skywaytower.com. That's skywaytower.com.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
More than a third of Canadians plan to renovate or build this year. How many do you think get fair market value for their work?
Fair Trade Works introduces third-party construction advocacy to ensure homeowners are guaranteed quality and ensuring fixed costs at fair market value.
Our consultation and tendering process is free. Don't build without talking to us first.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
At 10:13, some clouds sticking around, but it should clear off for the remainder of the day with a high today of 18 degrees.
And tomorrow you will find it sunny with fog patches dissipating in the morning with a high of 19. And on Monday, it's showers with a high of 16.
And right now, we're almost there. It's 14 degrees on the Radio Real Estate Show.
CIL 650.
Yeah, it's the Radio Real Estate Show on AM 650, CIL 650, smooth and easy. Next week on the show, our very special guest will be none other than the Mayor of Surrey, Diane Watts.
Oh,
And
that will be fun.
And we're also, along with Diane, we're going to be having, Gavin Murray.
Okay.
Yes. Now, Gavin is the Vice President of Sales for Concord Pacific, so we'll be talking to him about their wonderful project they have out there in Surrey.
Wonderful.
Central Surrey.
Oh, so that's not an airplane.
No. It's a new project.
New project.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yes. We talk about it on the show all the time. But today, we're going to be focusing on the Valley.
Really?
Today, we have a newcomer to the show. It's the voice of the Valley.
That's deep in the valley?
Well, we'll find out how deep it is in the valley. His name is, of course, Mark Perry. He is the executive director of Inglewood Courtyard, which is a marvelous facility.
I understand you were out there.
I was. We'll talk about that a little bit later on. But first of all, let's say good morning to Mark. Hey, Mark.
Good morning, folks. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, buddy?
I'm fine. It's a wonderful day out here.
Is it? Because it's not so fine here on the coast.
Well, you're sending us a little fog, and it looks like it's clearing in a couple spots, so we'll be okay soon.
All right. Now, Bill was just saying a second ago that I was out to visit you this past week, which I was. I had a great time. Thank you for your hospitality. And we decided we should talk a little bit about Chilliwack because I know that people are moving from the coast inland, right?
That's correct. Yeah, lots of people coming from sort of the Vancouver, Tsawwassen, Richmond area, Surrey, Langley, moving further east, where values for real estate are mighty fine.
You were saying, too, that about 82% of the people that actually come out to see your facility and also move out to the valley are from the west side of things. 82%.
That's correct. Yeah, that's a great number. Everybody looking to free up some money to buy, a retirement home out here in Chilliwack, and we're doing really well.
There's lots of. We always think of Chilliwack almost like Victoria, a place for newlyweds and almost deads, but but there's a lot of development going on out there, lots of building, and lots of families moving out in that area too.
There is very much so. I talked to my friend Glenn White, who's the manager of land development at the city of Chilliwack, and he says that for the month of September, we're up nicely from September of last year. So that's nice news. What
do you think is causing people to make that move?
I think a lot of it is affordability, and we've got good product here. We've got nice townhomes, nice family homes, and then of course, for the silver economy, the retiring baby boomer, our condo development out here, we've got up to 175 units coming, so we've got lots of product here.
And what I found is that there's so many people now with our days now of the internet and the World Wide Web that people can actually work from home, so they don't have to worry about doing that long commute. If their head office is downtown Vancouver, they only go in maybe once or twice a week, and they can live out in beautiful Chilliwack.
That's very much so. Yeah, I've got a good friend that works for TELUS that works from home out here, and she goes into town, once a month, and it's mighty fine living out here for her.
One of the great things, too, I find about your area is the Cultus Lake new park they have out there now. There's an amusement park, lots of great rides, and there's all sorts of great things going on. Yeah.
Where Chilliwack gets its name from the local First Nation language, which means travel by way of backwater. So, water and rivers are dear to our community, and we've got a big clean up the river event happening tomorrow. So everybody will go down and a barbecue afterwards at the Chilliwack Fish and Game Club. So lots of things. We take our rivers and our water very precious.
One of the things I find very amusing, I get a little smile on my face every time I drive to your marvelous part of the province, is I'm going down the freeway heading east, and I go past a place called Luckakuk. It's just one of those things, Mark. It just cracks me up every time I think of Luckakuk.
That's right. Well, again, there's paying homage to our First Nations culture out here in Chilliwack.
I actually did look that up once, and I don't know. I forgot what I meant, but it actually does mean something, doesn't it?
It does. I can't tell you exactly what it means, but I do know that it's obviously First Nation from the style of First Nation.
That's right too. And if anybody wants to know, just go to the internet. As Sherry was saying, you can find out whatever you want out there, right?
That's right.
Yes, Tom.
Yes, Tom.
It's a new thing called the internet.
Internet,
not intra.
No, internet. And apparently, if Mark and I wanted to send letters to each other with him being in Chilliwack and me being here in South Surrey or Richmond, I could actually do that.
It's electronic.
Yeah. You don't need a stamp.
My God, Mark, we're onto something new here.
We're onto something new. You bet.
Now, in Chilliwack, you got that great shopping mall there right in the corner of one and the road into Cultus, well, not Cultus, but certainly into the south side of Chilliwack.
Yeah, we've got sort of a couple of new shopping malls. There's the newest one, Eagle Landing, which has Walmart and Home Depot on. It's a First Nations development, very exciting. And then we've got sort of Cottonwood Mall and a couple of the older ones that are, with good big facilities, Target store is. And I'm very proud of what we've got here commercially.
And another good thing too about your area is I know gas is a lot cheaper. Yeah,
that's correct. Yep, we don't pay as much taxes as you city folks.
Well, it's because you're further east than we are, I guess. And they have to
They're
transport.
closer to Alberta.
They're closer. Yeah, you're closer to Alberta than we are. But it's true. Mark, before I come out to visit you or my family out there, what I do is I make sure my car is like maybe down to about a quarter of a tank. I can get out there no problem. And coming home, I just fill up with that cheap gas. It's great.
Exactly. Now, I understand they're doing some renovations or some renos in downtown Chilliwack. They're doing some really unique developments in that area.
That's right. There was a big revitalization going on in downtown. They're certainly planning and taking lots of questions and getting input and ideas from the sort of general public and developers like myself. And I think there's good things coming to downtown Chilliwack.
Mark, let's talk a little bit about your project, which is near and dear to your heart, Inglewood Courtyard. Tell me about that.
Well, Inglewood is a retirement condo community. We're a gated community. We have up to 175 condos coming in 3 buildings. We're selling our first building right now. It's a 40-unit building. It's a 5-story wood frame building. It's the tallest wood frame building, I think, in the Upper Fraser Valley. Our square footage is from 879 square feet to 1,224 square feet. Well, each unit has a covered deck. On average, they're about 200 square feet, which is a wonderful addition to your condo size. Ranging in price from $179,000 to about $320,000. And right now, I've got a $25,000 construction discount for selected units. Market's been great to us, and we're certainly being well received by retiring baby boomers.
Now, a lot of people from this area move out to your area. In fact, you said 82% of the people that come to visit you are from our side of things. And if they, maybe sell a house in West Point, Grey Dunbar, buy a place out in Chilliwack, they got a few bucks left over. A lot of them buy RVs, and I understand if they're to move into the Inglewood area, Inglewood Courtyard, you have RV parking as well.
We sure do, and it's it really is a change of lifestyle. So many of our purchasers come, they all buy a condo and get themselves a new RV, and then they'll hit the road, and they can take great comfort knowing that we're a gated facility, and their neighbors are their peers. So it's a lot of fun for everyone.
Now, when you and I were having lunch this past week, I said, every time Sherry talks to developers, she's got a question for him, so here it comes.
Okay.
Well, being a realtor with RE/MAX, and I just wondered if you do cooperate with realtors out there.
Yes, of course we do. Our listings are all on MLS. In fact, we have some great bonuses for outside realtors, so we've certainly been well received by our local realtor community and realtors from far away.
Well,
fantastic.
When Mark and I got together this week, I asked him that question. I said, do you work with realtors? He said, of course. And I said, well, Sherry's going to ask you that when we get you on the air. And I'm glad Mark didn't change his answer because I didn't.
As a realtor, Sherry, I'm glad you asked me that.
Well, that's right, too. I forgot to mention that Mark is a realtor himself.
Oh, good.
So
realtor to realtor.
That's right. He
Let's
appreciates
talk.
all the things that you people do. Mark, it's wonderful. Now, your website is inglewoodcourtyard.ca, just the way it sounds, inglewoodcourtyard.ca. And if anybody wanted to give you a call to find out more about the project or about Chilliwack, what's your telephone number?
It's 778.
Yep.
240. 8513.
That's 778-240-8513, 778-240-8513. Last time you were on the show with us, you said your dad heard you.
Yeah, he did, up in Quadra Island, so that was really good news.
This show just gets everywhere, man.
That's right.
I heard it in San Francisco.
Yeah, and Bill was down in San Francisco last week and heard us down there, too. Wow. So Chilliwack sounds like it could be a very inviting place. You always have room for a few more people to make a move out there. So again, give Mark a call, 778-240-8513 if you'd like some information about Chilliwack, or if you'd like to get some more information about Inglewood Courtyard on the web, it's inglewoodcourtyard.ca. Well, the voice of the valley, you did a great job. Will you come back and visit us again?
I'd love to. Yep, I really would.
All right, you're welcome. You're going to go and clean up the river tomorrow, I hear, eh?
I am going to go help clean up the river tomorrow, and we'll do a good job of collecting anything that shouldn't be there.
Well, that's great. Mark, thank you for being with us, and you and I will chat soon.
Thanks, folks. Have a good day.
You too. Enjoy yourself. That's Mark Perry, and he is the executive director of Inglewood Courtyard in Chilliwack, retirement community. The sun is being built. It's a great place. Lots of things going on out there in the valley. I thought it really strange that 82% of the people that go out there are from this area here in the Lower Mainland, Greater Vancouver.
Wow.
Probably makes sense when you think about it, because everybody comes to Vancouver initially to settle here and then realizes it's so expensive, And so they start drifting further and further east. And so, obviously Chilliwack's a good choice.
Makes a lot of sense. Makes a lot of sense. In the next segment of our program, we'll be giving you an opportunity to qualify to win a garage makeover from Exelon Garage Flooring. Value of this prize is $2,400.
That's a lot of cash.
That's a lot of cash, and that's a lot of great garage floor, too. $2,400 worth. And everybody that qualifies will win a $500 gift certificate, which you could use toward the purchase of the floor if you wish. So we're going to give you the phone numbers right now, 604-280-0650. 604-280-0650. Or toll-free, long distance, if you're calling from Chilliwack. Would you like to call up the WAC?
San Francisco.
San Francisco, 1-877-280-0650. That's a toll-free call. We'll pay for it. 1-877-280-0650. Basically, we just need your name, phone number,
and a story.
And a story. If you have a quick little story about a garage, give us a call. Make something up. How are we going to know, right?
And I'll have this week's Celebrity Real Estate Gossip. This week I'm talking about the one and only true Canadian icon singer, but Justin Biebs.
No.
Bieber.
No.
Bieber fever.
Good Lord.
I know. I'm sorry, Tom.
That's okay. You got to do what you got to do. It's Tom Lucas. Good morning. Our co-host is Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty, Bill Macklin, president of Dominion Macklin Mortgages, and our producer is Dwayne Bishop. You're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy, CL 650.
Here's Dr. Nathan Kennedy, general dentist at Smile Solutions Dental Center.
I know that teeth aren't always everyone's first priority. Your life gets in the way. But what happens is one day you wake up and you can't chew the way you used to. Or maybe something hurts. Or you just don't feel as confident about your smile anymore. These are problems that get in the way of you enjoying your life. But with the right technology and the right training, these are problems that can be fixed. And that's what we do every day.
Book your free consultation at Smile Solutions Dental Center in White Rock, 778-294-1514, or visit smilesolutionsdentalcenter.com.
Minutes away from Holland Park, Central City Mall, SFU, and Surrey Memorial Hospital sits Park Avenue West. True resort lifestyle living and an ideal investment with 250 homes under $250,000. I'm Grant Murray of Concord Pacific, and I'm proud to invite you to see just how amazing Park Avenue West is. Community living has been elevated to a new standard in the fastest growing city in BC, Surrey's Park Avenue West. Only steps from King George Station, parkavenueliving.ca.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
There's a big difference between what contractors feel they should charge and the real price of labor and materials. We're proud to introduce a new system to drive quality, promote transparency in housing costs, and save you money.
Fair Trade Works' new system provides wholesale pricing on materials and pre-vetted labor, access to budgeted designers, and more. Details at fairtradeworks.biz.
We deliver on quality, we deliver on price.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
Enjoy the last days of summer on your very own private balcony. Hollyburn Properties has the best views in the city, with 50 condo-style rental communities to choose from in Vancouver's West End, West Side, and North Shore. Studios from $10.50 and one-bedrooms from $12.50. Convenient locations, exceptional management, and professional service. Our Better Business Bureau A+ rating says it all. No appointment necessary. Call us at 604-878-8888 for current rental availabilities, or for more information, visit hollyburn.com.
Hi, I'm Colin Johnston, VP at Home Equity Bank. As the provider of the Chip Home Income Plan, we are the leading provider of reverse mortgages in Canada. Many Canadian seniors are not comfortable accepting financial help from their adult children, but if you're concerned about your parents' finances or feel like they could enjoy their retirement with more tax-free cash flow, you can help them access money they already have using CHIP. Your parents never have to make payments, they never lose control of their home, and they'll never be forced to move or sell. For more information about the Chip Home Income Plan from Home Equity Bank, call 604-484-6021, chip.ca.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Over the past 25 years, I have found most home purchasers do not use a mortgage broker. We are a no-charge professional who have assisted over 5,000 homebuyers finance their home. The exciting part is these same homebuyers come back to us for refinancing, buying their next property, or lowering their current payments. Call us at 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
CL 650
Now, if your garage floor doesn't look as good as it used to, we have a little fix for you. It's a $2,400 garage floor makeover from Exelon Garage Flooring. They're local people. They do great work, fantastic work. And all you need to do is just give us a call, 604-280-0650. 604-280-0650. If you're calling long distance, it's 1-877-280-0650. 1-877-280-0650. We'll get you on the show here. We'll talk to you a little bit, find out about your current garage, and put your name into our draw, and where we go.
I mean, even if they went online at the excelonflooring.com,
Yeah.
they could actually see what kind of floors can be done. Because
Absolutely.
there's that one fellow that did a checkerboard on his floor.
That's
the other
right.
one's got what was that Sherry was saying? It had a bar and it had a games room, and had a big screen TV in his garage.
It was a man cave.
Oh, I hate that expression.
No, it was a family entertainment center for adults.
There was one gentleman who had his floor done by Exelon Garage Flooring, and they were telling me the story that he doesn't park his car in there anymore. He uses it actually as another room in the house.
Wow.
So you add about 400 square feet to the house.
I've known people that use their garage for disco parties.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Friends of yours still disco, do they?
Is that frequent? Or?
Every weekend, I think, you
Wow.
know, put the kids to sleep, and the adults can
Get the mirror ball out and go
get
nuts.
the mirror ball out,
Oh
the
my God.
music, and you've got a dance floor.
So this would be kind of a cool prize if you wanted to do that with it. If you're maybe you're going to live in your house and you
Well, you
want
wouldn't
to
have to worry about the floor.
No, you won't. And if
Because
you're,
it's not going to cave in.
and if you're thinking about selling, it's a way to just add some more value to your property.
Absolutely.
Easy floor to take care of. You get a little spill, you just wipe it up. It doesn't even stain.
Oh,
Absolutely.
I
The
heard
lines
the
are ringing
phone.
already.
The phone ring.
604-280-0650 is the telephone number to call. 604-280-0650 or 1-877-280-0650. That second number is a long-distance toll-free number, by the way.
Oh, really?
So, yeah, so not only do you have a chance of winning a $2,400 garage floor makeover, you can actually call in for free.
Is Chilliwack long distance from here?
Yes.
So then they would use that number.
They would, yeah. 1-877-280-0650, toll-free call.
Wow.
Before you talk to us, though, you've got to talk to our producer, Dwayne.
Yes, and he's got someone on the line now.
I think he's trying to get a date, is what he's trying to do. Yeah.
Again?
What did you say to them, Ben? Did they hang up on us? You obviously said something to them. So anyway, 604-280-0650. In the meantime, let's find out what's happening with the other side of life, the celebrities. And you were saying you have a little story about a young Canadian icon already.
Yes, a major celebrity here in Canada. The Biebs. Justin Bieber is apparently doubling down on his party boy image. The Canadian-born icon has reportedly rented an overstocked party pad in Hollywood that was actually used as a house. It was the house an American Idol contestants, and has served as a set for X Factor. Really? So all those American Idol stars actually lived there for a little bit. So it's got a little bit of music history. It's with 16,000 square feet of living space and amazing views. The $29,500 per month rental is loaded with amenities, including 3 bars, an 80-foot swimming pool, state-of-the-art gym, and a private disco. He discos too. And they're sure to help keep the 20-something singer busy. And when he's tuckered out, an elevator will hoist the singer to the bedroom of his choice. And that's your celebrity real estate gossip.
Not that this other Canadian icon is selling a home or buying a home, but Wayne Gretzky is going to become a granddad.
I saw that.
Yes,
that's amazing. Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Wow, time flies.
So if you'd like to go to our website and get some more celebrity real estate information gossip online about the other half of life, just to go there, RadioRealEstateShow.ca. And right there on the home page, there's a little icon. You can click on that and get all some more dirt, right?
Oh,
yes,
I was
you
gonna
can.
I was going to ask Sherry if maybe there's a chicken farm close by so Biebs could get some more eggs, because apparently he likes eggs.
He likes throwing eggs.
He likes to throw eggs. That's what he likes to do, yes. Well,
in our next segment, Tom will chat with Dan Sander and Katrina May of Hollyburn Properties, and Bill Macklem of Dominion Macklem Mortgages will have his say.
Whoa.
On what we will find out.
I get a little nervous whenever Bill's going to have his say, but anyway. Good morning. Thank you for tuning in. It's Tom Lucas along with co-host Sherry Brown of Remax Performance Realty. Bill Macklem is here, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. Our producer is Dwayne Bishop, and you're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy, CIL 650.
Hi, this is John Skender with the Skyway Development at 2699 Kingsway in the heart of Vancouver East. Our 12-story building is surrounded with a red brick exterior from top to bottom. We have hot water heat in all the units. We have extra large windows to show off those gorgeous views to the north and south. We also have transportation right outside our doorstep, which means Vancouver downtown is just 15 minutes away. For more information, visit skywaytower.com. That's skywaytower.com.
Here's Dr. Jennifer Hermesman, General Dentist at Smile Solutions Dental Center.
When there's something wrong with your teeth or with your smile, it affects everything. It changes how you feel about yourself, how you see yourself, and even how others see you. You shouldn't have to feel embarrassed to smile. You shouldn't have to avoid certain foods when you eat. We have the technology and the training to fix those problems now, whether they are big or small. And that's what we do at Smile Solutions.
Book your free consultation at Smile Solutions Dental Center in White Rock, 778-294-1514, or visit SmileSolutionsDentalCenter.com.
Back from holidays, back to school, or simply no time to look for a new place? Take the stress out of renting with Hollyburn Properties full-service rental professionals. We're here to help every step of the way. From your initial search to relaxing in your very own condo-style rental apartment, our on-site resident managers will make you feel right at home. Be a part of our family. Call 604-878-8888 for current rental availabilities or visit hollyburn.com.
Hi, I'm Colin Johnston, VP at Home Equity Bank. As the provider of the Chip Home Income Plan, we are the leading provider of reverse mortgages in Canada. I frequently hear from seniors in this area who are shocked by how much their home's value has increased over the years. If your home value has appreciated, a reverse mortgage can be a smart way to access some of that equity and put it to good use. You can access up to 50% of your home's value while maintaining ownership and never be forced to move or sell. For more information about the Chip Home Income Plan from Home Equity Bank, call 604-484-6021, chip.ca.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
More than a third of Canadians plan to renovate or build this year. How many do you think get fair market value for their work?
Fair Trade Works introduces third-party construction advocacy to ensure homeowners are guaranteed quality and ensuring fixed costs at fair market value.
Our consultation and tendering process is free. Don't build without talking to us first.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
Why rent something dated when you can own a new piece of urban living in BC's fastest growing city? I'm Grant Murray of Concord Pacific, and for what you're paying in rent, you could own at Park Avenue West in Surrey, an ideal location just minutes away from Holland Park, Central City Mall, SFU, and the Surrey Memorial Hospital, and an ideal investment with spectacular views and one bedrooms starting from $190,000. Surrey's Park Avenue West, only steps from King George Station, parkavenueliving.ca.
Hi, this is Gus from Exelon Garage Flooring. Are you tired of oily, dusty, stained garage floors? We have the fix. It's a glue-down tile system that we cover with our revolutionary sealer that nothing penetrates. Oil, gas, tranny fluid, or tire stains wipe right off with just a wet rag. Turn your garage into another livable room in your home. For more information, visit excelonflooring.com. That's EXCELON flooring.com.
Hi, this is Bill Macklem of Dominion Macklem Mortgages. As a successful broker-owner, I have developed a team of mortgage professionals that support me and my clients. If you're confused with all the mortgage chatter of do's and don'ts, my mortgage team is ready to answer your questions to determine the best mortgage for you. Call 604-684-HOME. That's 604-684-4663 for more information.
Vancouver weather.
Well, the fog that we do have out here on the West Coast will dissipate by noon. As soon as you have lunch, take that last bite, start to digest that sandwich, the fog will go away. The expected high of the day is about 18 degrees.
And tomorrow you'll find it sunny with fog patches dissipating in the morning with a high of 19. And on Monday, it turns to showers with a high of 16.
Well, it is fall.
It is fall.
It's fall, y'all. Right now it's 14 degrees. This is the Radio Real Estate Show on Smooth and Easy, CIL 650. We're going to go to the phone right now, and we have a listener standing by, and she's calling in from Delta. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you.
May I be personal and ask your name?
Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Hi.
What you doing this morning?
I'm just coming home from the gym, and I was listening to your radio program, and I thought I should enter that contest.
Well, I'm glad you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a great prize, and we're going to have a draw for that in a couple of weeks. It's a $2,400 garage makeover. Obviously, you heard that part. And what piqued your interest about that?
Well, my husband decided to paint our garage floor a number of years ago.
Oops.
And he painted it with a paint that lifts up whenever you drive on it. So it's just lovely, and I thought maybe I could use a new garage floor.
Well, what's your husband's first name?
Ian.
Well, you know, probably what Ian was doing, though, he was probably using the best at the time.
No, I think he just thought this would work. I don't think he thought really very much at all.
Ian, if you're listening, I'm on your side, buddy. I'm on your side, Ian. Well, Heather, that's a great story. And have you had a chance? Go to the guy's website, exelonflooring.com. Is it, Bill?
Yep.
exelonflooring.com, and have a look at this product. It's a great product. So if you do get it, and we'll have a draw for this in a couple of weeks. If we pull your name out of the hat, your husband Ian's going to be thrilled because he won't have to worry about any more painting.
Exactly.
Good stuff. So what's on your tap for the rest of the day?
Well, I'm going to just do a little shopping, and I like to listen to your show while I'm driving along. So I'm pulled over on the side, though. I'm
Good.
not driving
Hands-free.
and talking.
You're doing the safe thing. That's a good thing to do.
I am indeed.
Yeah, I like that.
There's not a lot of people like that. I was through the tunnel this morning, and I saw a lady texting in a tunnel.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that wasn't Heather.
No.
No, it was not me. I don't do that.
Heather, the three of us would follow you anywhere. You're a safe driver. And Ian, you're a good sport, and I hope it works out for you.
Okay, thanks very much.
Thank you. Make sure that Dwayne has all your information, okay, Heather?
Okay, yeah.
Thanks a lot. All right, so there you go. So she's in her contest, just like that.
Excellent.
Just like that.
And in a couple of weeks, we're going to be giving away a $2,400 garage floor makeover from Exelon Garage Flooring.
Fabulous. And there's so many innovative ideas.
Absolutely.
Gosh, can you imagine when you do that?
I can imagine what Ian and Heather will be doing in their garage that they win. Well, I know what he won't be doing anymore, and that's painting.
Well, and he won't be hearing about the curling of the paint.
No.
That would be a good thing for him.
Silence of the Lamb.
Exactly.
Be quiet, honey. Okay. It's 20 minutes now before 11 o'clock, 10:40 on the Radio Real Estate Show.
See on 650. I can put you in the condo.
And it's time now to chat with Dan Sander, who is the director, and Katrina May, who is the PR and communications coordinator for Hollyburn Properties. I think that Dwayne has him on the phone. Dan, good morning.
Good morning, Tom.
Welcome back to the show. Nice to have you with us.
Great to be back.
First weekend of fall already. Unbelievable. Let's just suppose again, we did this last week, but let's talk about Hollyburn Properties. For people who do not know what Hollyburn Properties is all about, what are you guys all about?
Tom, we've been around for 40 years in the Lower Mainland, and we provide condo-quality rental accommodation. In Vancouver, we have 50 communities, downtown, the west side, as well as the North Shore, and provide all of our residents condo-quality conditions with excellent service, and we really take care of our folks here at Hollyburn.
I understand that Hollyburn does a lot of work in the community. Can you just tell us a little bit about that?
We had so many outstanding long-term relationships with people like Covenant House. We've been working with them for 12 years. King George Secondary, as well as other community partners like Rain City Housing. Our Covenant House program, we're going on 5 units dedicated to Covenant House youth, and basically the youth enters our units at the beginning of the year, and if they successfully complete a year, they get to keep the furniture and they move on. So it's a transition program that we offer to Covenant House, and it's something that we're very proud of and something that we feel helps the community greatly.
Thank you for sharing that with us. It's nice to see that Hollyburn Property does give back to the general public. Tell me about the next big thing. What is the next big thing, Dan?
It's a partnership. It's an organization that was started by Hootsuite. It's a charitable organization that promotes young entrepreneurs. So what they've done is they've gone across Canada and they've done this extensive search of young entrepreneurs in the tech space. And they brought them to Vancouver, and they're having a competition to decide who really has the best unique high-tech idea. They were looking for partners, and we at Hollyburn, we're big on innovation ourselves. So we thought there'd be a nice fit here. And so what we did is we put them in one of our buildings, and we're going to be hosting them for 6 months. And we look forward to seeing what the next big thing is, and we're actually quite pleased to be part of it.
Dan, what does Hollyburn provide for this program?
We provide housing. We're a housing provider, and we're going to be providing these youth housing to live in for the next 6 months, providing furniture and providing them a nice place downtown Vancouver that's close to everything so they can get acclimatized to Vancouver and get comfortable in their role with TNBT. Now here's Katrina with the Hot Property of the Week.
Hi, Tom. The hot property of the week is the Flamingo, located at 2061 Beach Avenue in Vancouver. This is waterfront property right on English Bay. We have 2 one-bedrooms available for October 1st, starting from $1,875. These are really luxury units featuring our newest renovations. They're very spacious, 650 to 950 square feet. They feature hardwood floors, white granite countertops, dishwashers, huge windows with unobstructed views of the ocean, balconies looking out over the water. The building itself features a fitness center, 24-hour laundry facilities, free Wi-Fi in all common areas, as well as our professional on-site resident managers. As I mentioned, the Flamingo is right on English Bay's waterfront. This is truly a prime location. It's on the quiet end of Beach Avenue, right at the entrance to Stanley Park, and right next to Pitch and Putt for any golfers out there. For more details and pictures of the Flamingo, please visit hollyburn.com. This is Katrina May with Dan Sander for Radio Real Estate.
learn more about Hollyburn Properties and their great property rental accommodations by calling 604-662-7345. That's 604-662-7345, or visit hollyburn.com.
Now, you were whispering Katrina's name. Do you know her? Or?
Well, I was thinking of Katrina Maydon, the Olympian.
Oh, no,
the
different
gold
person.
medalist. She was a skater, and she's one of this. She's related.
Yeah, no, this is just Katrina May.
Really?
Yeah, but not the skater.
Not Dawn.
No, but if you wanted to talk to her about that, you can always give her a call down there at Hollyburn Properties.
So what am I going to do? How am I going to get a hold of her?
Well, why don't you just give her a call? Her number is 604-662-7345.
Okay.
604-662-7345.
Don't mess with Bill. No. Don't mess with Bill. Don't mess with Bill. Say it one more time. Don't mess with Bill.
Mo, the Marvelettes, Don't Mess with Bill.
That's a good song.
That is a dandy song. Why do you like that? Because of the name of the tune, or just
the Bill part?
The Bill part. I thought so. Don't mess with Bill. If you want a great mortgage, you want to sit down and talk about mortgages, you can mess around with Bill. He's available for you. Where is your office? I know you're in Surrey.
I'm in South Surrey, but we kind of travel everywhere. I mean, we have been out in Chilliwack. I actually saw some clients about 3 weeks ago out in Hope.
Really?
We deal with the RE/MAX office out there, so we're talking with their folks. They've got some great realtors out there. We also deal with North Van and West Van, as well as in the city. So we got some great people with RE/MAX Crest that use us, and we'll try to look after as many people as we possibly can. We have a team of people. It's not just me just driving all over the place trying to look after mortgages. I have a team of people. So it's like a little mini bank, so to speak, if that makes sense.
Uh-huh. So you're kind of like the old Hank Snow song. I've been everywhere, man.
I'll tell you, when they see my van coming, they know that.
Oh, I know. Maybe you might want... Well, it is a nice van, though.
It is.
It's the money van.
It's the money van.
It's the money van. So you said that on this segment of the program, you were going to talk about mortgage rates because Sherry was saying before the show, we were all having a cup of coffee, that you got a call from a mortgage broker who tried to tell your clients that some of the rates were going up soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was confused because that's not what we've been talking about for a while here on the show. And I'm like, really? Wow, I haven't heard that. But, if rates are going up, but Bill was able to explain it. So necessarily this mortgage broker wasn't misinformed.
No, not at all.
She could be quite correct, actually, that some banks could be raising the rates, but others are not. So I'm confused, Bill. Help me out here.
Well, it's the same thing as it's going to rain. You're sure it's going to rain. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, but we're sure it's going to rain. It's going to snow. We're going to have a flood. We're going to have, so all people make these analogies that are like, I'm sorry, but when I talk to the banks, we're trying to find out what's going on. And we don't have a crystal ball. I mean, we do, but it's really cloudy. So we can't really see them. But what happens is that, for example, the bank, excuse me.
Go ahead.
Froggy.
Bank of Montreal dropped their rates. So the Bank of Montreal is saying that they attribute the recent inflation upturn to temporary factors. There is no reason. They're expecting the next 2 years that we're going to be at below capacity for our economy for the next 2 years. So there's nothing going on. In America, out of all the states, I think 90% of them are still getting over this downturn that they had from 2008. So there's not a lot of push. Yes, it's getting stronger. Yes, there's things happening. Yes, those things are moving. But there's no real thrust for rates to rise. Will rates rise? Absolutely. Will the floods rise? Absolutely. We know those things are going to happen. But how many people do you know that have not bought a home because they're expecting the bubble burst? I mean, come on. I mean, so we've seen what? We saw a drop in values in 2007, 2008. Some areas have continue to have those flat rates in terms of their inflation rates of their homes. So they haven't seen any accrued value. But if you look back in 94, when I first got here from Alberta, the values of homes, even though they're a lot less than what they are today, those values of homes didn't change much over 8 years. I mean, I don't know whether our listeners remember, but when you first bought a home, you were lucky if you had a chance to sell your home, buy the next place, and have enough money for the real estate fees and the closing costs and to buy the next place. I mean, that's what this is all about. All of a sudden, in 2002, 2003, we had this huge ballooning of values, and all of a sudden, people now expect to see a 20 or 30% growth in their property values every year. Well, that's not the case. I mean, the reality is that isn't the case. And the same thing with interest rates. Interest rates are fairly constant. They don't see any real movement on them. You're finding out right now that you've got some fluttering the rates between 2.99 and 3.09, but like the difference in those two rates is probably a latte a week type of thing. I mean, like it's not significant, and so people get really, because they don't understand much else about the mortgage, and I teach this at our home buyer classes. Well, one of the things that people don't realize is that when you're buying a TV, a stereo system, even a car, I mean, they have some visualization, some idea of what the money, the $2,000, $10,000, $20,000, whatever you're buying, they have some kind of idea what that looks like. When you're spending $500,000 on a home, they have no idea what that looks like. None of us do. We don't have that experience. We don't know what $500,000 sitting on the table looks like. So we don't visualize that. So then, rather than buying with our brains, because we understand about that when we're buying TVs and cars, we buy with our hearts. And so now we're buying a house with a heart. So what you're doing is you're buying it on feeling. Oh, I like the room. It faces south. It's sunny. It's got glossy furniture or glossy appliances. We're buying from different perspectives. So what happens with people is that they don't realize that the interest rate isn't the most important part of what they're buying. The most important part of what they're buying is the realtor they're using, the bank they're using, or the mortgage broker they're using, the inspector they're using to make sure they get the best value for the property they're buying. And the interest rate is a secondary feature of it, but it's not the most important feature of it. Yeah, we're all frugal. I call myself cheap. Yes, I want to have the best interest rate, but it's got to be the best interest rate for you, not the best interest rate that's posted.
Would you please call yourself frugal and not cheap? I was told, my dad said never use the word cheap.
Yeah, I'm not cheap.
Not cheap. Frugal. Affordable.
Affordable. Frugal.
I just want to know, though, I know interest rates aren't the most important thing, but why right now would some banks be raising the rates?
To believe it or not, and this has happened over my career as a mortgage broker, is that some banks will actually increase their rates because they're too busy, and therefore they're getting too much business, and so they don't want to go out and hire more staff, so they raise the rate so they'll get a little bit less business.
Wow.
And nobody will ever say that to you publicly. No bank will ever make that declaration. I worked for a bank, I won't mention whose name was, who was getting out of the business, but they didn't tell people they're getting out of the business. They just raised their rates so that nobody would ever use them.
Wow. That's interesting.
So what people don't realize is that banks are not our best friends. Banks are in the business of making money. Mm-hmm. And so they want you to buy now because they want to have that product. And if they don't want your business right now, they're going to raise the rates a little bit because they're too busy.
And not that being in business for make money is a bad thing.
I don't think so.
No. But they care about business more than the...
Well,
but it's all about business.
I don't know if we should go there, Tom, but...
I don't know. Bill's on a roll now. I'm liking this. I'm liking this.
But so anyways, at the end of the day, if I'm a brand new buyer or somebody who's refinancing and, you know, a mortgage broker who tells me, oh, rates are going up, you should buy now, it's not necessarily untrue, but there is more to the story than that right now. So there are some banks who are going lower, some banks who are going higher.
Yes.
I just saw your cell phone flashing, so maybe you should cut this right now and take that call. And Sherry, you want to say something?
Thank you, Bill. You can always get expert mortgage information online by visiting BillyMac.com. That's Billy with an I, not a Y, MAC.com, or by calling Bill at 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
In the next segment of the Radio Real Estate Show, our home handyman, Finn Jensen, says, now that fall is here, it may be a good time to check out our homes.
This is Sherry Brown of RE/MAX Performance Realty with Bill Macklem, president of Dominion Macklem Mortgages, our producer Dwayne Bishop, and Tom Lucas. You're listening to Radio Real Estate on Smooth and Easy CIL 650.
Hi, this is John Skender with the Skyway Development at 2699 Kingsway in the heart of Vancouver East. Our 12-story building is surrounded with a red brick exterior from top to bottom. We are in the middle of the Norquay Community Plan, which means shopping, restaurants, and coffee shops that are on their way. We also have transportation right outside our doorstep, which means Vancouver downtown is just 15 minutes away. For more information, visit skywaytower.com. That's skywaytower.com.
An ideal location, an ideal investment, the fastest growing city in BC. Over 1,000 homes have already sold in Surrey's largest community. And you can own your piece of this urban paradise with Park Avenue West. I'm Grant Murray of Concord Pacific, and I personally invite you to experience true resort lifestyle living. 250 homes under $250,000. Park Avenue West, across from Holland Park, Surrey. parkavenueliving.ca.
Hi, this is Blair from Exelon Garage Flooring. Add value to your home by turning your garage into 400 square feet of usable space. We at Exelon Garage Flooring provide a turnkey solution to unsightly and damaged concrete. This is an easy-to-clean, one-time applied product and is the least expensive way to upgrade your home. For more information, visit excelonflooring.com. That's EXCELON flooring.com.
Here's Dr. Nathan Kennedy, General Dentist at Smile Solutions Dental Center.
I know that teeth aren't always everyone's first priority. Your life gets in the way. But what happens is one day you wake up and you can't chew the way you used to. Or maybe something hurts. Or you just don't feel as confident about your smile anymore. These are problems that get in the way of you enjoying your life. But with the right technology and the right training, these are problems that can be fixed. And that's what we do every day.
Book your free consultation at Smile Solutions Dental Center in White Rock, 778-294-1514, or visit smilesolutionsdentalcenter.com.
Jim Perkins, president and founder of Fair Trade Works.
There's a big difference between what contractors feel they should charge and the real price of labour and materials. We're proud to introduce a new system to drive quality, promote transparency in housing costs, and save you money.
Fair Trade Works' new system provides wholesale pricing on materials and pre-vetted labor, access to budgeted designers, and more. Details at fairtradeworks.biz.
We deliver on quality, we deliver on price.
Find out more at fairtradeworks.biz. fairtradeworks.biz.
Hi, I'm Colin Johnston, VP at Home Equity Bank. As the provider of the Chip Home Income Plan, we are the leading provider of reverse mortgages in Canada. Over the past 30 years, we've helped thousands of Canadians access home equity in their homes without giving up ownership or having to move or sell. An increasing number of people are using home equity to upgrade their lifestyle and make the most of retirement. Our new Income Advantage Plan is specifically designed for those seniors looking to enhance their lifestyle throughout retirement. For more information about the Chip Home Income Plan from Home Equity Bank, call 604-484-6021, chip.ca.
Tired of chasing that small space you can barely afford? Stop saving for a down payment. Stop paying those high property tax and strata fees. Rent with Hollyburn with nothing down. Large suites, large balconies, 24-hour professional service and maintenance. Studios from $10.50 and one-bedrooms from $12.50. Enjoy the financial freedom you deserve today. With 50 communities in Vancouver's West Side, West End, and North Shore neighborhoods to choose from. Save money and enjoy the Vancouver lifestyle. Learn more at hollyburn.com.
Hi, this is Bill Mackler from Dominion Mackler Mortgages. Most people need advice on mortgage financing. We provide personal financial advice with no vested interest and at no cost. We're compensated by the lenders. We'll review your current financial situation to determine if you are ready to purchase. If not, we'll help develop a plan to put home ownership in your future. For more information, call 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
CL 650.
This old house is getting shaky, boys. This old house is getting old. This old house flips in the rain now, and this house flips in the cold.
10:57 on the Radio Real Estate Show, and time now to hear from Finn Jensen, our Radio Real Estate Home Handyman. Good morning, Finn.
Good morning, Tom, and good morning, everybody. We're now nearing the season when all homeowners should be reviewing the condition of their real estate. It won't be long before all aspects of comfort and security will be put to the test. The older the home, the sooner one should get started. Not to say anything against an older home, but like anything old, things take a little more time to get right. Folk who live in more modern accommodations will get through things more quickly, but there will always be something to attend to. The list can be as broad as one wishes, but the really important things are just a handful. The stuff everyone should be looking at. Here is a quick example. Home safety is primary. To be sure, all things electrical is in good shape in and outside. Also, anything with gas or oil or whatever fuel is used should be closely checked or serviced by someone licensed to do so. Fire and carbon monoxide poisoning, unfortunately, continues to happen despite all the warnings. A good standard of safety around decks, stairs, and sidewalks will save a lot of blame. And here is the broad side. Good roof, good drainage, and windproofing the home will ultimately save you a lot of hard-earned cash. If all of this stuff is starting to get you down, you have choices. You could move into a newer home. Someone will very likely buy yours. This is Finn Jensen for Radio Real Estate. Talk to you next week.
Fall has arrived. If you have any plumbing or heating work to be done, call Finn Jensen today That's 778-378-2740. That's 778-378-2740.
And if Bill says that fall has arrived, you can be sure that fall has arrived.
I believe him.
Yeah.
He said that like I can believe
I
him.
will believe
he
it.
said it with
I will believe it, too.
conviction.
Now, I know that you and all the other realtors out there are looking for some more listings, so now's the time to put your home on the market.
Yes, definitely single-family homes. We need some more single-family home listings. I wanted to just mention that there are a lot of condos out there, and I'm very excited because I took some buyers out last week and showed them a place, and they wrote an offer. They had lots of choice out there. There's about 54 condos on the market right now in the kind of the Surrey Delta border.
Mm-hmm.
And they wrote an offer. They're removing subjects today, so they're very excited. First-time buyers bought their first condo.
Going to be homeowners.
So homeowners,
Nice.
they're very excited. And one of the things is they're getting a great deal. So there are deals to be had out there. If you're thinking of buying, especially in the condo or townhouse market, there's still lots of fantastic product out there and great deals. And I could definitely show you those if you want to start with home ownership, and the interest rates are still low, as we were talking about, so it's a good time.
I won't ask you the last names, but what are their first names?
Oh, yes, it's Marilyn and James.
And they heard you on the radio show.
They did, actually. They
thing.
listened to me a couple weeks ago, and they called me up and said, okay, please help us. Please help us.
Now, if you need Sherry's help and you're listening to the radio show this morning, how can they get a hold of you, Sherry?
They can give me a call at 604-970-6789. That's 604-970-6789. Or they can go to my website and read all about me and email me. That's with electronic mail at sherrybrown.ca, S-H-E-R Brown, or S-H-E-R-I Brown.ca.
Now, if you really want to learn the facts about Sherry, don't call Bill and I, and we'll give you the real facts. Now, Sherry was dealing with some people that heard her on the show, and so were you, Bill.
Yes, I had a gentleman, Mike, from Richmond here, who had heard us on the show a number of times and thought he'd take a stab at us, say, hey, you guys sound like you know what you're talking about.
No.
So we talked to him again yesterday, and he just signed some of his documents, and he's very pleased, and was asking some advice on what he should be looking at next time, and we just talked about a number of different things.
That's cool.
Great guy, very great guy. Really enjoyed his company, and most of our clients become our friends anyway. So that's just the way we work.
And your telephone number is?
It's 604-684-4663. That's 604-684-HOME.
And thank you very much to Mark Perry, the voice of the Valley, telling us all about Chilliwack and what's going on out there. If you want to get some more information about Chilliwack or Inglewood Courtyard, a great retirement development, 778-240-8513, 778-240-8513, or go to the website inglewoodcourtyard.ca. That's it for the Radio Real Estate Show for this week, but we're going to do it again next Saturday. You can be here?
Yes, I am. I'm
You'll
not
be-
traveling.
You can be here. You're not traveling?
No.
Okay. Sherry?
I will be here.
Dwayne says he'll be here, and you know what? I'll be here, so we got ourselves a
You're
show.
always here.
I'm always here. I never go home. As a matter of fact, I'm glad you said that. I'm back with more music on Monday afternoon at 2 o'clock. Have yourself a great weekend, everybody. Enjoy October, and that's it. Thank you. Bye.
That's it?
That's it. Goodbye.